I'm here with VMblog, and we're talking with Citrix executive Calvin Hsu. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks. So I'm Calvin Hsu. I'm Vice President of Product Marketing for the Windows App Delivery Group. And here at the show, we've got a ton of great announcements. First and foremost, focusing on our existing installed base of XenApp 6.5 customers, of which there are thousands and thousands of them still running very happily on their deployments of 6.5. So one of the things here at the show that we made a big announcement around and got a spontaneous round of applause in the keynote was the extension of the lifecycle for XenApp 6.5 all the way through 2017. So we're giving people more time to migrate to that platform, as well as migrate off that platform to the latest versions, as well as giving them a new feature pack. So we're delivering a feature pack 3 for XenApp 6.5 customers. It's composed of mostly features that we've developed along the way for our most recent versions, but we've also gone back and tested those and validated those with 6.5. So they can use those features that are part of the newer version and use them to actually consolidate some of their environment across multiple versions. So features like Storefront 3 will consolidate applications coming from actually as far back as XenApp 5, 6, 6.5, as well as 7.6, and have that all presented as one unified workspace for an end user. So lots of exciting stuff for existing customers.
And you guys had talked about a one-click upgrade. Can you explain a little bit more about what that is?
Yeah, sure. So there's actually a number of things that we've been doing. Several months ago, we launched a beta of what we call our XenApp upgrade service. It's an online cloud-based service, and it's really focused on extracting policies and configuration settings out of the XenApp 6.5 environment, translating those into the new 7.6 environment, and then you can use the scripts to help import those settings and basically try to pick up as much where you left off with 6.5 as possible. So the new aspect of the migration service, which is going into its own tech preview or beta this quarter, is the ability to take those migration scripts that were generated automatically in the cloud service and then have those integrated in with the Citrix Lifecycle Manager, which then creates a blueprint and then allows you to do the one-click deployment that was referenced. So it is, truth be told, it's probably a few clicks, but certainly it's a much easier way of taking the existing environment, getting a blueprint, and then using that blueprint to deploy automatically.
And that blueprint, was that part of an acquisition that they made, or?
Yeah, so the technology that runs the blueprint and creates it, that's the Scale Extreme acquisition that happened a year or so ago. So we've integrated that into our Citrix Workspace Cloud, and it exists there, lives up in the cloud, and as does this migration service, and so it's all integrated together now.
And could you explain a little bit more about the the Workspace Cloud and also the Storefront?
Sure. So I'll start with Storefront. So the Storefront 3 is a really critical part of the transition for our customers from whatever current version they're on or multiple versions that they're on, and to the future of XenApp itself, version 7.6, whether they're doing that on-prem or if they do it in the cloud, and if they do it with CWC or Citrix Workspace Cloud. So the Storefront component you can kind of think of as the it is literally the storefront. It is the store facade where you put up all your wares and advertise them to your end users as available services, application services, data services, mobile application services, and all those would get presented through Storefront 3, regardless of what the back end service that's delivering those. So it could be a Windows application coming from XenApp, it could be a Windows desktop coming from XenDesktop, and in the future, as we continue to integrate these together, it could be a mobile app delivery coming from Xen Mobile. So the Storefront is a critical part and a really easy to adopt part of the transition of infrastructure into the modern era, if you will, of Citrix solutions. And then the Workspace Cloud is a way to really dramatically simplify the way these things are deployed and managed on an ongoing basis. I think there's a lot of maybe misperceptions or misunderstandings about what people think the workspace cloud is about, and they'll perceive it as is it desktop as a service, and really what it is it's more of a management plane as a service. It's a management capability that takes the infrastructure needed as well as the consoles and the interfaces needed to manage a Citrix environment, puts those in the cloud, has us run them, has us keep them up to date, and then a partner, a service provider, or a customer can go to the workspace cloud and then choose to deploy their environment anywhere they want. So, so effectively, let's just say it's XenApp, and the XenApp consoles, brokering infrastructure, all the management components live in the cloud. You go use the cloud interface to say, I want 1,000 desktops, and 500 of them I want deployed in my data center. And then there's a one small component that you download, you deploy in your data center, and it'll start creating that workload on-prem for you, even though it's managed out of the cloud. And then you'd say, maybe the other 500 I want deployed in some public cloud somewhere. Maybe it's AWS or Azure. We give you that choice, right? So it'll take the same process of deploying the workload, but instead of doing it on-prem, it'll now do it in the cloud. It'll speak the cloud APIs, create the instances that you need, and you still manage it all from one place within the Citrix Workspace Cloud.
Yeah, I think that's a exciting evolution of the products, and putting it all together into a nice package. Did you have anything else you wanted to tell us about?
I think we haven't gotten there yet, but in the day 2 keynote, we'll continue to see a lot more innovations around some core things that we've had around user experience, for example. So Mark made a brief mention of it today, that we're seeing another generational leap in the advancement of just some of the core high definition experience or HDX technologies that we've got, resulting in 20% better server scalability, 30% better bandwidth utilization, as well as compatibility with lower powered devices. So maybe it's lower powered Chromebooks, lower powered thin clients, or legacy thin clients. So there's a cost play thing here at play. There's a compatibility at play. There's lots of great benefits with things that are happening. We're just extending all the leadership and things that we've done in protocols and in HDX, and we'll see a lot more of that tomorrow.
Great. We're looking forward to seeing what they show tomorrow at the keynote. It was great talking with you, and hope you enjoy the rest of the show.